Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. If you're new here then hello, my name's Louise and I'm so happy you're here. So today's video is a clean with me. I absolutely love these videos. I have wanted to make one for, I'm not exaggerating, years. So I'm really happy I finally plucked up the courage to make one. So yeah, I'm just going to start off in the living room. So just giving the coffee table a bit of a once over, a bit of a dust and a polish. I'm using the Method wood polish. It's almond scented and it smells divine. It's non-toxic and it leaves such a nice shine on your wood. It's really, really lovely and you can still smell it quite a while after you've cleaned. So yeah, definitely a recommended product if you're looking for a new polish. And I do find that other polishes that I've used do seem quite toxic and just not very pleasant. So yeah, I definitely love the Method one and highly recommend it. Just dusting over the TV unit, the PlayStation, the TV, etc. Giving it a good old wipe over. Do tend to find our downstairs gets really dusty, and I think it's probably because we're open plan. But yeah, just trying to get rid of the dust on the blinds. I'm not doing a deep clean, so I will at some point obviously wipe these over. But yeah, I think I'll save that for another time. Don't know if you guys have got these types of blinds, but they are a nightmare to keep clean. I'm sure some of you out there can feel my pain on that. So yeah, just wiping over the windowsill. Definitely something that I need to do is just paint it. There's a few marks on there. Just something that we've never done. I'm not really sure why. I think we were just had so much to do when we moved in. There's a few bits that accidentally got missed. So yeah, that might have to be a lockdown project for me. You won't be able to see it because it's slightly out of sight, but if you watched my Marks and Spencer's Christmas haul, you'll know I bought a Percy Pig succulent pot and it's just in the corner of the window. I've taken out obviously the Christmas hat and I've just got the succulent. So yeah, it's super, super cute. So next up, I'm just going to give the floor a good hoover. So we've got a mixture of hard floor and we've got rug downstairs and then we've got carpet upstairs. So we've got the Shark Lift Away anti-hair wrap with the rose gold handle. It's got like a setting for hard floor and then deep pile on carpet. So it's really, really good for the flooring we've got throughout our house. Really good hoover actually. What I would normally do as well is just mop the bits of wood downstairs, but I'm going to leave that again for another time. I'm a bit out of sight here, but I'm just wiping down the back door window. And then super, super important, I'm just wiping down the PlayStation controller and the remotes. So I've always done this, and obviously at the moment it's extra important to wipe down all your touch points in your high traffic areas. We tend to wash our hands a lot, but yeah, you can never be too careful. So I'm just wiping down the cords on the blinds. And then the socket, obviously being super, super careful not to get any moisture in the socket. Then again, it's a bit out of sight, but the lamp, I'm just wiping down the cord. Okay, sorry about the angles, but I'm just lint rolling our light shade. I tend to forget to do this, which is really bad, but I was quite surprised. Actually, there wasn't that much dust on there, which was good. And then just dusting the bottom of it. I will show you guys in another video. And then there's a little print there that I'm just dusting as well. Into the dining area, so I'm just wiping down our sideboard with the Method Polish. Again, I absolutely love it. So as you can see, I've got some wedding photos up there. But if any of you guys have got any ideas on what I could put on the sideboard just to finish it off and style it, that would be amazing, because I actually can't make a decision. As you can see, I'm wiping down our bookcase. I don't really like this bookcase, if I'm completely honest, and I do want to replace it. The only trouble I've got is that the ones that I like probably wouldn't store the amount of books that I need to store, and I obviously want it to tie in with the rest of the furniture, so it's pretty tricky. I'm just wiping down the handles on the sideboard. And then the door under the stairs and the light switch. Okay, if you saw one of my hauls, then you'll know that I bought some toothbrushes for, one of them for the dining room table. I know that sounds really odd, but the dining room table actually has grooves. So it's just handy. We tend to cover the table when we're eating just to protect it. But yeah, it's just to get the dust and the bits out of the grooves. It's just something that I've always done, and I find it's, it works for us. And again, just giving the floor a good old hoover. It wasn't too bad, actually. I really like the light on the front of it. Just makes it super, super handy. And you can really spot little bits. I've already done underneath the table earlier off camera, so I don't need to do that. Excuse the lighting at this point. The house is not the best lit, that's for sure. Again, another fun fact, I agonised over this table purchase for months and months and months because I wanted it to be perfect. I did compromise in the end with the chairs just because of the sizing and the space, but yeah, the table's absolutely perfect and it does extend out. So if we wanted to have people over, obviously post-COVID, then we can extend the table out, which is nice. And we didn't want to just stop at 4 chairs either. We wanted 6, so yeah, but I absolutely love it. Okay, I'm just lighting my all-time favourite candle. Only discovered this last year. It's the Fireside by The White Company. And I got given this one for Christmas by my mum. But yeah, you can't get hold of them, which is really frustrating because I really want the larger one. But yeah, hopefully at some point I can get hold of it. It's out of sight, but I'm just dusting a lantern, which I've got by the stairs. And then just dusting the wood just to get rid of any hidden dust. I'm in the kitchen. I'm just going to load a few bits into the dishwasher. I won't actually buy anything now unless it will go in the dishwasher just because it's just so much easier. I used to, when we first moved in, I wouldn't actually use the dishwasher. I would only wash up. I felt like that was the sort of best thing to do. But yeah, I absolutely have come full circle and I could not be without my dishwasher now. So not the most exciting content, so I have tried to cut this down a little bit, but yeah, I'm just loading up the dishwasher. I'm one of those people that tends to rinse everything before it goes in, which I know is totally unnecessary, especially if you use particular tablets, but yeah, that's just me. It's just something that I've got into the habit of doing. So now I'm going to clean the sink. Just move my lovely draining board. So the draining board, it's a Joseph one. You can actually take it all apart so you can clean it, which I absolutely love. I've had wire ones before and I just do not get on with them. So you might have seen just then I got out the Cif cream cleaner. I tend to keep it really simple with my sink. I don't think there's any right or wrong when it comes to cleaning. You just do what you feel happiest with, but I've always used Cif to clean my sink. I just use like the sponge side of a scourer, just obviously give it a good work round, and then I'll rinse it off. If you've used Cif before, it's not for the faint-hearted. It does take an awful lot of rinsing. I don't know if maybe I'm using the wrong cloths and that might improve, so if anyone's got any tips, please leave them below. But yeah, it's natural and, it's not full of chemicals, it's not overcomplicated, and it does the job, and it does make your sink look lovely after. One of the other things that I've recently discovered is white vinegar. So I have used it before, but yeah, I just got some normal white vinegar because I couldn't get hold of the Star Drop spray. And yeah, just pop that on if you've got any lime scale that's sort of stuck around. Leave it to soak for a short period of time, and then just, a bit of elbow grease and it comes off nicely. Again, all natural. I've tried to make as many swaps as I can. I'm just not a fan of chemicals. To be honest, the sink wasn't that bad. I only did it really recently. But yeah, Cif does take a lot of rinsing. I think that's the only downside of it. As you can see, I'm still rinsing away. That did actually go on for quite a while, but I have actually cut the footage. And then my Old Faithful, I absolutely love it, just the Dettol surface cleaner. I know there's so many different disinfectants on the market, but I just love that one. I'm also topping up the soap dispenser, so in order to cut down my plastic, I bought the Carex. It's like 4 bottles in like a TerraCycle pack, so you can actually recycle it, but yeah, it's a lot less plastic than it would have been if I'd bought the old bottles. And it's a shame my soap dispenser doesn't match the kitchen, but I'm not going to get rid of it because it's fine, there's nothing wrong with it, and it wasn't cheap. It's a Joseph one, so it's a hygienic one, whereby you don't have to touch the top. You can just put the top of your hand, flip it over, pump, really nice and easy. So I tend to wipe that down to disinfect it. Same with the fairy bottle. And again, because I tend to soak everything, I do still get through fairy, even though we've got the dishwasher. But yeah, I love Dettol. I don't believe you have to leave this to soak for very long, if at all. I know some disinfectants you have to leave it for a number of minutes, but yeah, I don't think you have to do that with Dettol, but I often do, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, it's definitely the one product, if I was left somewhere and I was allowed one cleaning product, the thing I would want would be the Dettol surface spray. Okay, so just put the draining board back. I do wash that, but that was only done recently, so I don't need to do that again. Now I've got my microfiber cloths. So I'm going to just wipe over the kettle, so the handle and obviously the switch. Again, such a high traffic area, it's really important to keep that as nice and as clean as possible. Now I'm going to just wipe over all the door handles. So we've got a high gloss kitchen and the handles are really shiny as well. So yeah, they don't stay spotless for very long, but I do wipe them over as much as I can. And then we've got the cooker. I actually set the cooker off at this point because it's impossible to clean it without setting the timer off, which is really annoying. But you can't beat a microfiber for jobs like this. You can't actually see the full kitchen at this point because of the angle, but yeah, in one of my next videos I will show the rest of it. So I'm just wiping down the door handles, and again there's a few that are out of sight. Just wipe down the surfaces. And that one that I've just sprayed is a very high traffic area, because when we get in we tend to put our keys, phones, watches, all that kind of thing on there, lunch boxes, cups, etc. So yeah, I'm wiping that down all the time. If this was a kitchen deep clean, obviously I would be wiping down the cupboard doors, the secret cupboard as I call it. I don't know if you can see that in the picture. But yeah, this is just like a going over, so I don't need to do any of that today. Let's put the teapot away. I don't actually use that, but my husband does. Okay, the thing I've just picked up is, it was a present actually from some work colleagues. Bless them. But yeah, it's like a board, and it says how you're feeling. And it has got some slightly sadder ones, but it's also got some really, really happy ones. So I tend to keep it on happy or one of the more positive ones, just as a nice little reminder, because I do see that every morning when I get up. Now the hob is not bad at all, which is great, but I'm just going to give it a little bit of a once over. And the tiles, you know, it's like when you're cooking and it spits. So yeah, there's a little bit there, just from last night's tea. Just get rid of all the crumbs. Again, it really wasn't that bad. Again, I like to keep it simple with the hob. I don't like loads and loads of cleaning products. I've been there, I've done that, and I don't think you actually need half of them. So I've tried all the stainless steel cleaners, etc. But yeah, I mean, sometimes if I'm doing a deep clean, then I will use different products. But for just, like the daily cleans, I'm just, what I tend to do is I'll go over it with a scourer that's been in hot soapy water, just to get all the residue off, and then I'll anti-bac, and it brings it up perfectly. So yeah, I don't think you necessarily need some of the other cleaners out there. If you do use them, then that's brilliant, that's absolutely fine, but I just haven't seen much of a difference. The kitchen isn't brand new, so I don't know, maybe it's different if you've got everything brand new that's not got like little marks on. So yeah, just wipe over the sides. Kitchen really wasn't that bad, so that's really good. But yeah, it's nice to give it a once over, isn't it? It feels really lovely and fresh, especially because our house is open plan. You can obviously always see the kitchen, so yeah, it's nice to make sure it's really fresh and clean. So now I am just going to hoover. Again, this hoover's great because we've got different types of floor. So we've got the wood floor, we've got the rug, we've got the tiles, and it's great for all of them. So just giving it the once over. Again, the kitchen goes back a bit further, which you can't see, but yeah, I'll show you that again on another video. Okay, so next up, I'm just going to hoover the stairs. Apologies for the angles, but it's really, really hard to film doing this. So the Shark has the lift away function, which is brilliant. There was nothing worse with our old hoover than having to lug the whole thing up and down doing the stairs. So you can basically plug it in, leave it at the top or the bottom, and then you just pull the lift away. Obviously change the attachment, and then yeah, you can go up the stairs. At that point I'd normally dust, which I did do just before, and yeah, then I've done the landing and I'm in the bedroom. Decided not to do a full bedroom clean, but yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, then please hit subscribe and please like the video, and I will see you again very soon for the next one. But I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed putting it together. Although it took a while, it was really, really fun. And yeah, it was really nice to do it. And I'm glad I have finally put it together. But yeah, if there's anything you would particularly like to see, then please let me know in the comments below. Please stay safe, please stay well. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video.